David Paul.
Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, good evening. There's so many great ideas here. I have one of my own. I wanted to talk a little bit about George Washington first. It's his birthday, and I don't know if I have a greater hero. I talked a few councils before about a book I was reading, and there's a new show, History Decoded, that goes into the Washington spy ring. Excuse me. But I think it's safe to say that the United States of America would not exist if it wasn't for George Washington's willingness to plan for any contingency. Now, Mayor, I appreciated recently your distinction, the distinction you made between good teachers that we know and love and a failed system that we can't ignore. I watched a documentary over the weekend, Waiting for Superman. Sheds a lot of light on that. I recommend it to everyone. You know, it's my personal belief that hard times are coming, harder times than we expect. Change is accelerating so fast, and we don't know what's going to happen, but we know we're out of money. So as all these conflicts ensue, we have to know what we can actually do, and what we can do is stand together as a city. I appreciate what's going on here, what we're all trying to accomplish, and it may seem counterintuitive to our plan to win the future, but there are so many variables that we can't control. One thing we can control is this city. I can control my street. That's why what I want to do, and it helps take the ugliness and the pain out of it to make it fun, look as a city, have a festival where we examine what would happen if, even for 3 days, governmental goods and services just disappeared. It's just a, let's brainstorm this thing, let's have a fun festival. And I have, to make it fun, Mayor, you dressed up as the king from Daisy's costume store. Mark could be the Lord Chancellor. We can make this fun, but we need to bring people together to decide what we're going to do if the worst happens. And I think that's a great idea, and if we do that, your regional approach is good, but that's harder to control. If we can start it here, they'll have to do it everywhere else, and just the fact that people are thinking about this, if it spreads across our country, may be the jolt and the wake-up required for us to really prepare for what is coming. And that's what I'd like to see us do, have a fun festival and plan for the worst. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. Thank you, Mr. Paul.